so disconnected these days. They're looking at phones and, I've come to hate iPods now. Them shits that go in your ear, I hate it because I say something to somebody, even if I was trying to warn them, I can't get through to you because they're electronically disconnected. Our humanity has now become a digital footprint. You gotta go through. What's the thing on the computer? 0 and 1, 1 being on, 0 off. I said, we've now come down to ones and zeros. It's no longer hello and goodbye. It's 1 or 0. I said, man, we got to come out of these cell phones. I said, we got to come out of these cell phones and iPods and earpieces and get back. I've watched people walking together, holding hands, and you would think they'd be connected, but they're disconnected because he's listening to his playlist and she's listening to her playlist. And you walking next to a beautiful woman, man. You worrying about what the fuck is on the music? You can deal with that later, man. Get into that person next to you. I watch people at dinner table. This is one of the most expensive. This, Gramercy, Oceans, the one on the corner, I forget the one on the corner. These are like 4 out of the 5 most expensive restaurants in New York. A hamburger here with a couple of pieces of fucking potatoes is $42. You know? The Angus burgers are like $60 without a bun. And these people come spend all this money on food. You got a beautiful woman next to you, nice bottle of wine there, good company, good food, good drink, great atmosphere, the weather is blessing us. And they're not even into the person next to them. I'm watching them scroll up and down on the computer, trying to get their meetings in order for the next day. Man, fuck that, man. Deal with that good-looking brother next to you. Deal with that beautiful woman next to you. Yo.
How did you know of this man's art?
Gut feeling. When I saw him, I saw Lenny Kravitz. I mean, look, all you gotta do is, when you turn around, the silver and black, that's Lenny's style. Well, I'm sure it's not silver anymore, it's probably platinum. And Lenny done stepped his game up. You gotta remember his mother was an actress, so moving on up. With the Jefferson. Remember his mother, Lenny's mother was. So he's born into the acting, but he wasn't Lenny Kravitz until he got that look. He start human surfing over the people, the belly out, the silver on, the black leather,
Does anyone ask you how you got into this situation? How you get to where you are right now?
Yeah, a couple of people, good people like you, who are more interested in humanity than a sob story. But no, this is not a life that I planned at 71. A bunch of freak incidents. And that's what I try to tell about young people, whether black, white, or otherwise. A lot of people are one paycheck away from being here, and they don't see it. This is some inside scoop I'm getting ready to give you that's not all that inside, but people treat it like it's a secret. The worst thing that happened, I feel, to the black community is that we got away from the land. When we got up north here now, we're all about. how do you say it, keeping up with the Joneses, or that Jefferson attitude, moving on up, you know, always moving on up, always trying to keep up with our neighbor. If our neighbor get a motherfucking, get a Lincoln, we gotta get a Cadillac, you know. All right, brother. God bless you. Get on safe, my brother. If our neighbor get a one family, we got to get a two family with an extra garage. We started living beyond our means. We got away from the earth, growing our own food, tending to the land. Everything is now is about plastic and keeping up with the Joneses. And that's hurt us. My mother hated credit cards. She wouldn't allow them in the house. I said, Ma, you know, credit card, you know, I know that's new. You know, she said it's not new. She said, man, that's that boss owning them. She said, we went through that in the South.
Good night. She's saying good night to you.
Bye bye, mama. Straight home. You know I don't play that. Straight home. She said, that's like the boss owned the factory. They extend you credit, but you don't read the small print. Okay? Have a good night, dear. All right, baby. She said at those usury rates that they charge, she said you never get to pay the principal off. You're always just paying off the interest. She said that song. All right, guys, get home safely, guys. All right, Papa. What was that song? I owe my soul to the company store. That's what happened with credit cards. You don't see the money going out your pocket, so we tend to overspend with those. My mother believes in cash, and gold and silver, because if you got a stack of silver here and it start to go like this, at some point you're gonna say, oh shit, whoa. Everybody, we gotta tighten up the belt. Yo, we're getting low. We need it. You visually see your money going out, so you manage it better. But when you can take your phone and go bing, 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 it takes away that urgency of watching your money. You like, they'll take it out of my check next week. That's automatic. I ain't worried about it. But after you done said that 10, 15 times during the week, with maybe a couple of big expenses thrown in there because Jimmy got a cold and you had to buy some motherfucking expensive ass medication that you didn't plan on. Now you get a bill like some crazy bill from the hospital. Whoa! And you ain't really been managing your money, and now you go look at your bank account. Whoa! Oh shit! Hey yo, everybody, you gotta put that belt another notch now, cause.
Who are we speaking to? Introduce yourself to the world.
Well, my full name is Marion Shivers Jr. My mother named me Marion Shivers Esquire, but I felt that was being a little pretentious because I didn't have any plans of going into becoming a lawyer, so I changed it to Marion Shivers Jr., you know, in honor of my father. And, you know, so most people call me JR. I'm known to most of the world as JR.
Where are we right now?
20th Street and Park Avenue South, in front of La Express, one of the better restaurants in New York, and some good people. You know, forget about the restaurant itself. Some really, really, really good people work and manage this place.
Why do you love New York City?
It's a great town. It's done a lot for my people. I said straight home, all right, I'm watching you. The girls love me because I watch over them, and they watch over me. But it's a great town. It's one of the few places that you can walk out your door in the morning, dead broke, and before the night's over, you could be a millionaire. You know.
Do you think New York City loves you?
Oh, there's a section of it that does. Yes, it does.
Why? Why does New York City love you?
Because I've put a little bit of my life's blood into it, and my real friends recognize that, and they never let me down when I really needed them. When I really, really needed them, never let me down. There's a section of the medical community that's been, I'd be dead if it wasn't for them. They saved me. I was in a coma last year for 38 days, yeah. And they brought me back. They brought me back. You know, and I'm glad to be here. Every moment I'm above ground, I feel, I'm glad to be here.
Why'd you allow me to, why'd you tell me your story? Why'd you allow me to question you and speak to you, and you give me the knowledge of your wisdom?
Like I said, I'm 71. I don't know how long I have above. I'm going to be above ground or among the living. And after that coma shit, excuse my language, y'all, I felt that it's almost like my duty to pass on to any young person that will listen to me a certain amount of knowledge that I have. I don't want to take it with me and the story not be heard. Because we're living in profound times. Profound times. There's a section of this country that's still mad about the Civil War. And I'm not being funny. I'm dead ass serious about this. There is a section of our country that is still pissed off about losing that fucking war. About us not being in chains. About us moving up and being in the position that we are. Yo, we just had a black president, son. You live to see a black president in the United States of America, in a country that fostered and idolized slavery, the institution of slavery. We just had an intelligent, young, strong, good-looking black man run this country, well, I might add, for 8 years. That was always a dream of ours, but it was also a nightmare of a certain section of this country.
I want to thank you for this time. I want to thank you for allowing me to honor you and humanize you.
Thank you, my brother, man. I thank you for that humanization. You know, that means more to me sometimes than all the gold in the world. Takes me out of that invisible man closet, and puts me back in the closet with the rest of humanity. I appreciate that.
And all it takes is our words.
The acknowledgement of another human being standing next to you.